I am going to discuss with the functions of an entrepreneurs and the challenges faced by the entrepreneurs in India. So an entrepreneur is an individual who creates a new business bearing most of the risk. He plays a key role in any economy using the skills and the initiative necessary to anticipate the needs and bring a good new idea to the market. I can say he perceived everything as a chance and implemented it. So here the main functions of this entrepreneur is he will have a big plan, he will do the research and executed that particular plan. So the functions of entrepreneurs, there are 9 functions. One is idea generation, determination of objectives, fundraising, procurement of raw materials, procurement of machineries, market research, determination of ownership, recruitment of manpower, and project implementations. The functions of entrepreneur, the first thing, the idea generation. Idea generation is a process of building new ideas, bringing out the idea into an innovative way, developing the process and converting the idea into reality. Broadly, it refers to the selections of a product and identification of projects. Idea can be generated by the entrepreneurs by the following ways. It may be through vision or perception, experience, observation, or the knowledge you have acquired through the education, exposure, and training. Generally, a market study and environmental analysis tools are used for idea generation. The major functions of entrepreneur is to select the best out of the many alternative ideas such that it is the most appropriate idea to be applied for the organization. The second one is the determination of objectives. One of the main functions of entrepreneur is to define the objectives of the business. The business objective should be laid down clearly. Most appropriately, the entrepreneur must specify few things in a clear manner. One is the nature of the business and the type of the business. That is, it may be a manufacturing, trading or services. The nature and the type of a business identify the industries it belongs to, whether it is a manufacturing, trading or services. This helps the entrepreneur to focus on the business more effectively, keeping in view the objectives. The next one is fundraising. The finance is the lifeblood of any business. So he can raise the fund in 2 ways. One is the internal sources and the external sources. So it is the main functions of entrepreneur to arrange the sources of fund for the business. Here the internal sources may be he can use the fixed assets, the deposits or borrowing from the relatives, retaining the earnings, etc. The entrepreneur must be aware of the formalities and guidelines to be followed for raising the funds. The external sources, mainly the governmental assistance, can be provided in a form of a seed capital, fixed capital and working capital. There are several government schemes also which are provided to the entrepreneur, such as Social Innovation and Immersion Program, that is SIIP, and another one is Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare Schemes, and another one is Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana, PMRY, and Rural Employment Generation Program, or EGP. So these are some of the schemes provided by the government, and it is assisting the entrepreneurs to develop in India. There are also various financial assistance provided by the banks and the financial institutions. The next one is procurement of raw materials. Entrepreneur must recognize and allocate economically and constant supply of raw material for the business. So the acquisition of the quality raw material is also one of the functions of the entrepreneurs. This helps the business to reduce the production cost and increase the profit margins against the competitors. Not only that, he can produce a quality product. Only when there is a quality raw material, he can produce a quality product that should be consumed by the consumers. Then the procurement of machineries. Before the procurement of machineries, entrepreneur must consider the following specifications. One is technological description, installed capacity of the machines, descriptions of manufacturers and suppliers, origin of machines, whether indigenously made or foreign made, after sales service facilities, and the warranty period. So the another function, it is a main thing to obtain the machineries and equipment required for the productions of the goods and services. So only these factors to be considered by the entrepreneurs. It is essential to run the productions without any interpretations. Market research. So market research refers to a process of gathering the relevant information about the product, consumer, and the target market. Intensive research is to be made to ascertain the demand of the product which the entrepreneurs intend to manufacture, the estimated rate of consumptions, and also the existing suppliers, if any. If an entrepreneur has to manufacture the product, he must have a detailed market analysis of the product. The information product include demand and supply of the product, price, size of the target market, etc. So it is an essential before the business to be started by the entrepreneur. He has to undergo the market research, gather these informations regarding the demand, supply, the rate, and about the competitors who are prevailing in the market, etc. Determinations of ownership. There are mainly 4 forms of ownership: sole proprietorship, partnership, joint stock company, and cooperative society. It is the role of an entrepreneur to find out the suitable form of the business that will be depend upon the product, that is characteristics, types and quality, the size of the market, the amount of investment he is investing in the business, the type of operation, and the human resources qualities, etc. The legal title of the asset is obtained basis of the ownership by the entrepreneurs. Then next one is recruitment of the manpower. An entrepreneur is also responsible for the manpower planning of organization. During the recruitment procedure, an entrepreneur has the functions of the following activities: manpower forecasting, outlining of the selection process, formulating the schemes of compensation, defining the rules of training and development. So the hiring of the employees, he has to undergo these activities and he has to concentrate the manpower forecasting, outline the selection process and the schemes of compensation and the rules of training and development. Finally, project implementation. Entrepreneur has to prepare the detailed plan for executions of the project. It is a time-bound process. It is the functions of entrepreneur to execute the process from the conceptions to the execution stage based on prepared agenda so as to evade the extra cost, time and competitions. Next, the challenges faced by the entrepreneurs in India. These are the following challenges related to the entrepreneurs. One is involved stressful administrations. Entrepreneurs have an entire load of decision making as they are the sole only person authorized for taking all type of business related decisions. This is often beneficial, but on the same side require a stressful administrations of business activities. Entrepreneur has to face of excesses of filing their work, which absorb their precious times and working stamina. No regular income. When the business is at a downfall, then the entrepreneur's individual earning can be uncertain. It means the entrepreneur does not have a fixed or regular income. It fluctuates according to the business cycle and often goes down to nil. Next one is the time management. Irregular working time. There is no fixed working time for an entrepreneur. Most of the entrepreneur work from start of the day till the end of the night. They often have to work for additional hours and tough competition. It is not easy for the owner of a small business to remain competitive. There is a tough competition in small scale industrial sector for developing a strong base of potential customers. Also for being a profitable, entrepreneurs have to distinguish the business from the competitor, which is also a difficult task to perform. The next one is huge risk. Huge risks are involved while starting a new venture or a business. It is very risky for an entrepreneur to make a business decision, as any wrong decision can lead towards an adverse financial crisis. Next one is isolation state. And entrepreneurs are solely responsible for the growth or decline of their business, such as conditions keep them in a state of isolations and worries. Complications in life. There is a lot of discouragement faced by the entrepreneur as they are unable to spend enough time with their families and friends. They have to simultaneously solve their business related problem along with their personal life complications. Marketing strategy. The best way to market the product and services online, mobile, advertising, etc. So the finding the marketing strategy is also one of the challenges faced by the entrepreneurs. Then building a proper team. Getting things done is gathering the right team for the job. It is a difficult work for the entrepreneur. Then the criticism and self-doubt. During the adverse situation, there may be the criticism and the self-doubt arise in them itself. So it has challenges for the entrepreneur to overcome these and to succeed in the business. Thank you.